perform the exercises, they are not following the correct number of sets, reps, and distances. So I had an athlete, which is a male adult hockey player, and he wanted to improve his top speed and explosive power. So by doing this, would have to perform plyometric training. To improve his power, we'd have to increase his strength. So the warm-up is to increase heart rate and breathing rate and warm up muscle fibers. This will reduce injury and reduce delayed onset muscle soreness the next day. So I included jogging on the spot for 40 seconds, high knees air punches for 40 seconds, walking hamstring stretch, which most people know as the chicken stretch, sumo squats, leg swings, Spider-Man steps, sprints for 2 times 10 meters, skips for 2 times 10 meters, and hop and hold. This is a warm-up, so don't push it too hard. Every movement concentrates on the stretch and the form. Again, all the videos show example of how to perform the exercise. It does not follow the set time, sets, or reps. So the main session for speed, I included wall sprint drill, which is you're meant to use on a wall. As you can see, I've used a tree in the garden. These are to improve your core, engage the hips, and keep your shoulders strong. They are to improve your technique, your form, and the ground reaction time. I did build-ups, so this is 40 meters. You start off as a jog and end in the last meter at about 90% of your top speed. This will teach you to use your momentum to get to your full speed. I use a resistant band routine. This will improve your form, maintain proper body lean and posture throughout. This is actually another exercise that can be used for power. Wicket drills. I was very creative with my wicket drills. As you can see, I didn't have wicket drills. However, I did use my form of wicket drills, which work exactly the same. So this is about the stretch and lengthening cycle. It's about getting a front side mechanism and strong force with quick ground reaction time. So the main session for power, power skips for distance, bag box jumps, 180-degree jump, and lateral box jumps. So these all improve your stretch and shortening cycle. The power skips for distance is to get as far as you can in one skip, not to get as high as you can. This is improving your power to go forwards. The bag box jump, as you can see, I use baskets in replacement of a bag or a box. They're not the correct height. The distance is as close as I could get. These you meant to minimize the time on the ground by quickly exploding into the next box jump, and you must avoid taking any additional steps. This will improve your power forwards and upwards. 180-degree jump. So there should be no pausing between lowering and extending. It's meant to be tiring. It's meant to use your whole body to spin round and to produce power to turn. Lastly, the lateral box jump. This is to improve the power laterally, which is needed in hockey a lot. As you can see, I was very unbalanced. So try and keep your balance throughout, and that would include engaging your core. Cool down. So this is to slow your heart rate slowly and reduce the amount of lactic acid build up. So boxer shuttles, only 20 seconds. It's just to slowly let the blood slow circulating around the body. Roundabout toe touches. This is stretching and moving your core, your trunk, as well as stretching your hamstrings and your back. The quad stretch. This is a static stretch. Your hamstrings have been worked, so your quads have also been worked. They're important to stretch. Lying down glute stretch. This will stretch your glutes, quads, and your lower back. Seated spinal stretch will stretch your whole back as you look round, and your obliques. Wide leg toe touch, really nice lower back stretch and hamstring stretch. So then you move on to the cues. So speed session. Always work on your technique. None of the exercise should be 100% speed until you have the technique perfect. Performing speed will be done at 75 to 90% effort. Quick, so aiming to get a quick ground reaction force. Trim the grass, no stomping down. Using the ball of your foot, not the whole foot, not the toes. Keep the angle of your body at a forward angle and train weekly. Power session. There must be pattern, pistol legs, low heel recovery. Don't land heavily, land lightly with flexibility. Lead with hits when jumping, power from the glutes. Snap your toes to the sky, punch your feet into the ground. So the power coming up, you need power going down as well. And again, train weekly. For the rationale, each rep should be less than 5 seconds per rep and less than 40 meters per rep. So in a session, it should be in between 160 meters and 300 meters per session. This is to target top speed, not endurance. 1 minute recovery per 10 meters, and then 1 minute 40 rest per max effort. So sprinting is the only exercise that includes sprint hamstring muscle activation. So this will provide the athlete to reduce injury in the area while creating more speed. So changes in muscle fibers and size types of 2A muscle fiber type. These muscles are used a huge amount in hockey. Enzymes and fiber type positively increases acceleration phase, max speed, and maintain endurance phase. So by improving these, we're improving his hockey max speed and also his endurance. The session must be performed weekly, otherwise you'll lose the progress. So that's why I advise the athlete to perform the session once a week. We are targeting to be strong, to apply a high force into the ground. More force, more power and speed. Dynamic correspondence, triple extension, working the stretch and shortening cycle. This will work straight into both power and speed to improve and complete the athlete's goals. The athlete must improve his forward front angle and develop a strong trunk to improve the technique of sprinting. The wicket drills force a stretch and shortening cycle, which again will improve the athlete's needs and goals. Thank you very much for listening.